Heat hitting East Tennessee to start the week. Those who work outdoors are facing serious challenges. Today, 6 News got a first-hand look at what it's like for workers who have no choice but to endure the heat. One construction crew shared that remodeling a house doesn't offer many options to escape the high temperatures. And while they do have small window AC units on site, they say those aren't nearly strong enough to keep everything cool. Now, to beat the heat, the crews start as early as possible. They try to stay hydrated, take frequent breaks, and seek shade whenever they can. Project manager Brandy Ownby called the heat, quote, suffocating, saying by the end of the day, her team is nothing short of exhausted.
You can't breathe by noon, so we try to get here as early as possible before the sun comes up, and when it's just too much, then we can head on out. But it's hard to work a full day sometimes. It gets too hot.
As temperatures remain high in the next few days, for those who plan to be outside at any point, make sure that you are hydrating and taking frequent breaks to avoid any heat-related illnesses. And it takes a lot of electricity to keep homes and businesses cool these days. And with these high temperatures, TVA is bracing for high power demand. TVA expects the power demand for the first half of this week to surpass last summer's peak power demand. There are steps that you can take to help the energy grid while still keeping your home cool. That includes changing your air filters regularly. Now, other steps you can take to reduce power usage include using ceiling fans, not running large appliances during the middle of the day, and cooking meals outside on a grill. Doing so prevents your stove from heating your home. Next on the Big 7 for you, a restaurant that was nearly destroyed in Helene is finally reopening its doors. Grill 73 sits across from the Pigeon River on State Route 73 in Newport. The Russian restaurant was underwater and then it was filled with mud in the aftermath of Helene. 10 months later, the owner's hard work to clean up and support from the community has definitely paid off. They will welcome back customers, we understand, on Thursday.
The people, amazing, amazing. Everybody try to help each other, it doesn't matter how, but it just, sometimes, it's help a lot, just the words, the people come and said, guys, God bless.
A few churches also helped by buying new equipment like refrigerators and an ice maker for the restaurant. Up next for you, a Knox County Sheriff's Office deputy bitten on the face by a canine. It happened over the weekend after he fell during the show On Patrol Live. KCSO deputies were searching for a man who had sped away from a traffic stop. They found the man's vehicle abandoned in the brush near West Blunt Avenue. Now, there were railroad tracks nearby, so the officers told dispatch to stop all train traffic. They then began walking on the tracks as they searched for the suspect. Later, the officers heard a train coming and got off to the side, but one deputy fell and was then bitten by a canine. During the broadcast, deputies can be heard saying that the bites were not that deep. The suspect was eventually found, by the way, and taken into custody. Now, this is not the first time, as you know, a Knox County Sheriff's deputy was hurt while cameras were rolling for On Patrol Live. Back in June, Deputy Dalton Swanger was injured while trying to catch a suspect. However, he has defended the show, saying that policing is difficult to explain to those who have not experienced it. All right, move down the list for you tonight now. A man has been charged with driving under the influence after a Knox County Sheriff's Office deputy was injured in a crash. It happened in Halls, and it happened last night. Deputy Matt Kirchner and a probationary officer were responding to a call about a fight in the Ingalls parking lot when we're told their vehicle was hit head-on. Now, the Sheriff's Office says Kirchner suffered a dislocated leg, 3 fractures, bruising to his ribs, as well as cuts. He has since undergone surgery and faces a significant road to recovery. The probationary officer, by the way, did not need treatment. The Sheriff's Office has identified the man in the other vehicle as 18-year-old Cameron Branson. He was also injured. Now, in addition to being charged with DUI, Branson is charged with vehicular assault and underage consumption. Well, a man accused in a deadly New York warehouse shooting has been arrested here in Knoxville. U.S. Marshals Service says he arrived on a Greyhound bus. 32-year-old Keyshawn Green had been wanted since Saturday. Last night, investigators learned that he would be arriving here in Knoxville, and they went to the bus stop to wait for him. We're told they took him into custody as he exited the bus. U.S. Marshals noted that Knoxville was not his final destination. Also tonight on the 7, a University of Tennessee alum giving back to his alma mater in a unique way this fall. Beginning next semester, students battling cancer will have the opportunity to receive a $1,000 scholarship to help with tuition costs. Cole Morgan, a 2019 UT grad, said that he started the Vols Beat Cancer Endowment Fund after his own battle with non-Hodgkin lymphoma earlier this year. He said when he was diagnosed, he learned stories of people not much younger than he who are battling cancer while also trying to put themselves through school. And now that he is cancer-free, well, he says he wants to give back.
I'm not happy that I went through what I've gone through. It's not been fun, but if Vols Beat Cancer is what come from me having cancer, then I'm proud of that fact and hope it helps students for years to come.
University tells us the students will receive $1,000 per year with this new scholarship, and as the endowment grows, students could receive more. Our final Big 7 story for you tonight, an uncertain future for Sevier County Utility District's Board of Directors. It's fallout from an alleged kickback scheme that led to charges against SCUD's former president. You know, we told you in January when a state comptroller's office report claimed that Matthew Ballard, who served as SCUD president for more than 20 years, was indicted on charges of official misconduct and bribery. Now, Ballard was accused of letting a contractor overbill the utility in exchange for kickbacks to himself or his father, adding up to more than $150,000 between the two. Well, last week, the State Board of Utility Regulation voted to move ahead with removing 2 remaining board members for not stopping Ballard. Now, an attorney brought in by SCUD to investigate argued at last week's meeting that board members had taken steps in response, including firing Ballard more than a year before the report came out and provided information to the state. SCUD's interim president also spoke in defense of the district's response, noting that every worker was given board members' contact info and the comptroller's office hotline to reach out with concerns.
If there's any improprieties going on, we want to know it, you know, and our board has made that apparently clear and bent over backwards to make sure to try to uncover every stone and make sure that obviously that nothing like this happens again.
In the end, the state regulatory board voted to move ahead in the ouster process. For now, those 2 board members are still in their positions. The next step will be a special hearing that serves as a trial with the Utility Regulation Board acting as jury. Of course, we'll keep you posted to see what happens.